It's my feel-good breakfast show.
We will turn your guilt trips into good trips. Book flights from 499 Rand, only on TRAVELSTART.co.za.
Yes, indeed, it's time to take a short left as we welcome you back on this beautiful Heritage Day. So September is Heritage Month, in fact, and Sandparks National Manager Johan Taljaard joins us in studio to chat about how this is the perfect time, beautiful opportunity to explore and experience the best a rich cultural, multicultural society has to offer. And whether it's a trip to your nearest national park, which does excite me a lot, or even just a visit to a historic museum or a heritage site while on holiday, September serves to celebrate our unique and cultural diversity.
Exactly. That's why we're joined this morning by Sandparks National Manager Johan Taljaard. Good to have you on the show this morning, Johan. I love the fact that South Africa is visited by tourists from around the world, especially from now. You'll start seeing the influx of them. They're enjoying its natural beauty. But that's great. Why is it important, however, for locals to experience South African national parks and the joy and the beauty that we experience in that?
Good morning, and thank you very much for the opportunity.
Pleasure.
Absolute pleasure.
South African National Parks manages 19 national parks across the country in 7 of our provinces. And these is basically the epitome of the natural beauty of what South Africa offers, from the mountain deserts of the Richtersveld to the savanna plains of the Kruger National Park, Bushveld in Marakele National Park, right down to the sea, Garden Route, Knysna Wilderness, Tsitsikamma, Agulhas, West Coast National Park, Flower Beauty, going up into Namakwa Land. And then in the middle of the country, we also have places like Karoo National Park, Tankwa Karoo National Park, and so on. These places, of course, are the heritage of the people of South Africa. Coupled with that is also a lot of cultural and historical heritage. Mapungubwe, right at the northern tip of the country. Masurini, Tulamela, these places are all within our national parks. And for South African national parks, of course, it's very important that the people of South Africa visit their own heritage.
I love the fact that tourists flock from all over the world to go to Sandparks, to experience this, to immerse themselves in the bush and the culture. Yet we often forget about it, or we become desensitized. Maybe we're spoiled to have this all on our doorstep. But obviously September affords us a wonderful opportunity to do that with some extra help, some great deals in the offering. What great deals are specifically Sandparks offering over this time? Well,
I think we all agree that tourism is one of the economic drivers in our country.
We need it,
And Sandparks, just the week ago, ran through Sandparks Week, where we offered free access to all South Africans. Now we are in Travel Week in conjunction with South African Tourism and doing the short left, where we have also a lot of deals, like 40% discount in some of our rest camps. And I can give you examples of 40% discount, for instance, in Agulhas National Park's rest camp and guest house, right at the southern tip of the continent of Africa. 40% discount in Golden Gate Highlands National Park's mountain retreat, which is at 2,200 meters above sea level, the highest luxury accommodation you will find in South Africa.
The high life, that's what we call it, the high life.
That's high life at its best. Also in Kruger National Park, Mupani Rest Camp, 40% discount, as well as in Sereni Bush Camp, 20% discount in Karoo National Park. We've got also discounts in some of our other parks, and connected with that, packages, of course, game drives, snorkeling, horse riding, things like that.
Well, I know that as South Africans, we all want to travel, but sometimes the biggest barrier to traveling is, the cost of that. So I'm happy that Travel Week is offering these amazing discounted offers,
Yeah, nearly
40%,
half off.
50%.
Yeah,
That's
brilliant.
wonderful. So that we too can experience the beauty of our wonderful country.
Yes, I must say that 80% of people visiting our national parks are in fact South Africans,
Hey, that's wonderful.
which I think to a certain extent says that it is still cost effective.
Yes, yes.
But over and above that, South African national parks, like other tourism products, also offers a loyalty card system.
Yes.
We call it the wild card. It not only gives you free access to national parks, but also provincial reserves and across the border. Like, for instance, the big game parks in Swaziland.
Yeah.
And associated with that, of course, is also things like game drives and other activities, adventure activities and so on.
So you can not just see it, but experience it. Absolutely love that. Johan, thank you so much for all of the effort that you guys put into promoting what has got to be one of, I would normally say a hidden gem, but a very unhidden gem in South Africa, something that we are all so proud of and should take just a moment, especially if you've got young ones. Take your children to experience this. If you want them to appreciate the idea of conservancy, the idea of what it is to have the bush, they need to see it, smell it, experience it for themselves. Johan, thank you so much for joining us, for all of your efforts. Over this travel week, you can go and see the world that is literally on your doorstep with SA Tourism. Short left and TRAVELSTART's week of awesomely affordable packages to destinations around South Africa this Heritage Month. And that's from September 23rd to the 29th. And you can get all of those deals on travelstart.co.za.
We will turn your guilt trips into good trips. Book flights from 499 Rand, only on travelstart.co.za.